Welcome to the Horror Highway Podcast. I'm Aris, and I'm here with
Omar.
And well, I didn't tell you what I wanted to do, right? Because that's the thing I want, right?
I completely forgot you. We haven't even made an episode.
Yeah, but today I want to talk about the Ouija board, right? Spirit board, talking board, but like more than that, it's like crimes that are spurred by the Ouija board, you know?
Ah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What does Ouija mean?
Well, let me see. I don't think I wrote it on here, but I think it's like a French and German word put together.
Oh, okay. So it's just an American marketing gimmick type.
Well, yeah, the Ouija board is actually. I was gonna get into this eventually, but it's just like it's a trademark for the Hasbro company.
No, I do know that. I know they're not real, and they are made by the toy company Hasbro.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll get to it eventually, but
yeah, just get to it later. We can skip the answer. I got what I needed. So.
I mean,
the word literally means nothing. It's a combination of two different languages.
Yeah.
It means something, but you'll get to it later. So.
Well, I don't even remember if I wrote it down because I didn't think it was that important.
Well,
I think it was like good luck or something.
Really?
Or so, it was either because it's a French and German word put together. We like hello, right? And then ja, I think is a German word. Or we, yes, my bad. Yeah, my bad, not hello. That's bonjour. Well,
it means good luck. You're right.
Okay, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, make sure to check out the YouTube channel. TikTok. I don't think we've uploaded anything on TikTok, but I did have an idea for TikToks, like 1 minute scary stories for TikTok.
A little, yeah. There's a couple channels that do that. Yeah.
For TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And then check that out. The podcast episodes. We're actually caught up on podcast episodes on YouTube. So new content. We did Chucky series premiere review.
Yeah, we're reviewing horror. Like we reviewed that Hunt for the Skinwalker one.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, it's around the same range. So.
Yeah, around, but a little shorter because it's not a documentary. It's an episode of a TV series, which we'll do the rest of the episodes when they come out.
When they are.
Which I think the second one came out today, or either that or tomorrow. So we'll get to that.
Well, the review will be out next week.
Yeah.
Week by week. But yeah.
Scary Stories out Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah. Omar's Scary Stories Tuesday.
Adi's Scary Stories
Thursday.
And then yeah. Well, let's get on to the episode. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe, please. If you guys want to leave a review for the podcast, go ahead and do that as well.
Yeah.
But
we got another subscriber on the YouTube. Actually.
Yeah. Pog, 5 subscribers. Pog.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, like I said, Ouija board, which is usually related to like hauntings and stuff, right?
Poltergeist activity, all that.
Yeah, but I wanted to mix both the because I wanted to do like a ghost type beat video, like paranormal. There you go, that's the word. Paranormal type beat video, but I couldn't think of a way to make an episode paranormal without it stretch, because I'm not too good at stretching stuff out, right? To like 40-50 minutes for the podcast episode.
Yeah.
But I watched a YouTube video, or like was listening to one, and it was something along the same lines as this. Like Ouija board or crimes spread on by Ouija board, which is paranormal, but also a mix of true crime.
I get it. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted. That's what I had other episodes in mind, but when I saw the YouTube video, I had this idea and I wanted to do it.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah. So we all know what a Ouija board is, right? The flat board with like alphabet, numbers, the words yes and no, and sometimes hello and goodbye on it.
Yeah.
You ever seen one? You ever seen one in person?
Not in person, but in movies.
Yeah, in movies.
Media.
So I mean, I'm sure there's rules to it, right? Like I'm sure there's the Zozo demon from like a couple years ago, which is contacted through the Ouija board.
I mean, apparently that's like you're supposed to like say goodbye and
you're supposed to be respectful and stuff. And if they say no or some shit, you have to keep there till they say so you get them to say goodbye as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or something along those lines. I
mean, that's the rule that every movie uses to make the excuse that why the person's haunted.
Yeah. So I mean, the Ouija board, also known as like spirit board or a talking board, other names, because Ouija, Hasbro, copyrighted.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really just like the Ouija board just stems from like be able to contact the dead, like with living and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it became like really big in the 19th century. So I mean, it was like a lot of deaths and stuff. So I mean, many people wanted to contact the dead. To
Well, I do remember hearing about how like people in that time period would like buy one, and then the whole groups of friends would come together, and that was their entertainment. That was their watching NFL and watching Pro League of Legends.
I guess, dude. But where does League of Legends come into this?
Oh, it's just it's on SPN now, so people go and watch Pro League matches. We don't.
Yeah,
I don't like League of Legends. I'm just making a comparison for the kids.
Okay,
bro.
well, I mean, okay, I guess we're not kids anymore, right? We're fucking, we're old.
Yeah.
So one of the first mentions of like Ouija board type beat things was found in China around 11th century AD.
Oh, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, historical documents of the Song Dynasty, which was like just planchette writing, I think translated it to, and it was like necromancy, or it was ostensible means of planchette writing as a ostensible means of necromancy, which communication with the spirit world continued and stuff,
Yeah.
But and then through it was practiced in the, I don't know how to say the word, it's like Zen school.
Is it a Chinese word?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it wasn't forbidden until the Qing dynasty. Qing, I think that's how you say it.
Might be. Well, you remember how Jing Chen's pronounced? Like,
Jing
completely different. Yeah, Jing Chen.
So I'm sorry if I'm being disrespectful by saying the name wrong, but I'm not sure how to say it. But so I think baby boomer era is like when it got started big in the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I forget the years, right?
Well, baby boomer would be after World War II.
After World War II, okay.
So that'd be like 1950, 19 something.
So yeah,
60s maybe.
So that's when they got big here in the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really want to get into like the history of the Ouija boards too much. Besides, like when the earliest known one,
Yeah.
And well, we all know like my bad, I can't think of the words. And the Christian and Catholic Church at one point decided to say like, nah, this is evil. You can't be doing this stuff,
Yeah, it's heresy and
and like after that, that's like when all the parents, I guess, started saying like, nah, you can't do that and shit, because they followers of media. Or some shit, I guess.
Well, not really media. It's more like, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. An authority figure told them that this was dangerous. And,
bishops and stuff like that called for the boards to be banned because they were talking to demons with the Ouija board. And I think I never watched The Nun, but I think they used the Ouija board to get the nun, I think. Forget me if I'm wrong. I might be mixing it up.
The Conjuring verse is lost on me. I've never seen a single one.
I watched like the first couple, but after that I didn't really care because they weren't that scary. But it's either that movie or a different movie I'm mixing it up with like a nun in training contacts a demon through a Ouija board.
That's weird. Yeah. It seems like something a nun wouldn't do, but whatever. It's a movie.
They say it's a violation of the Ten Commandments.
I don't believe so at all, but sure.
Yeah, that's what they say. I'm not too religious. I am Catholic, but I'm not too religious.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there weren't. There was not Ouija boards back in BC era.
That's before Christ.
Before Christ.
And the earliest one is AD.
Era. Is it AD? Oh damn! I thought it was BC. Because Chinese dynasties go fucking crazy far.
Yeah, back. But BC comes before AD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't know that, but the earliest one was in AD.
Okay. I mean, but it's. I would say it's easy to assume the concept of the Ouija board probably didn't even exist within the roaming Israelites. I believe that's what they were.
Maybe not.
Like Abraham and all that.
Maybe not.
Well, that's.
I mean,
pretty
it
sure that's
wasn't
what they
a
were
Ouija
when they found the
board,
10 Commandments.
because it wasn't even a Ouija board back in China. Back
It
then,
was like an entire. It was writing using necromancy, right?
I guess, type beat,
Yeah.
you know, with a planchette.
With the planchette.
Yeah, but you know, it's usually attributed with the supernatural and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Evil spirits, stuff like that. Sometimes good spirits, I guess, they would let you leave and shit. Or you know, they don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, let me get on with like the first case of the true crime aspect of this, you know.
Yeah.
So, according to the court documents, Donald Shauchlin, a friend of Joshua Tucker, had been out on Christmas hoping like to get a gift for his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So, they couldn't find a gift. They were just empty-handed. And Tucker was like, you know what? Let's go buy a Ouija board. Because, you know, that's what I guess kids do.
It's a horrible gift idea for your mom. Okay.
They were like around the ages of 15 and stuff, you know?
Like they couldn't find flowers.
I guess not.
A really nice looking polished rock. I mean, girls like astrology.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, even before then, quartz looks pretty. So who cares? Opal.
So this was actually in Oklahoma, like 30 miles from Oklahoma City,
okay.
In a Grady County town, I think that's what it's called, or something. I don't know. So they were charged with first-degree murder, or the guy, the main guy.
Whoa! We skipped some steps here. What's going on?
Oh, no, I'm gonna get to it. Right, it's just like the court documents, whatever.
Yeah.
The police found one. I think it was the mom, with like stabs in her chest.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a daughter too, right? And they had slit her throat. I think this is the same case. Hold on, let me make sure.
That's a pretty shitty birthday gift. I mean,
well, okay, hold on. I think I did skip some steps. Okay, okay, so they okay, that's just the court documents. Okay, that was kind of weird reading those. Let me just get onto the other thing. My bad. So they bought the spirit board, right? The spirit board, Ouija board, talking board, same thing.
mm-hmm.
And they went over to this was Tucker, right? The friend, right? Not Donald Shallin, Joshua Tucker.
Okay.
And they went to the Shallin's house, right? Donald Shallin's house.
I thought it was Joshua Chalvin.
No, Joshua Tucker is the dude.
Joshua Tucker is the friend. Okay, yeah.
And Joshua Tucker, you know, he told Donald Shashlin that he has fantasized about raping and killing people. So like, you know, he was already kind of there, I guess, right? And he turned over to the Ouija boards when they were shopping. They bought it, and then the boys started playing it, you know, because it's Hasbro is like a game company, right?
Yeah.
Like a board game company, and I guess they sell these as board games for some fucking reason, right?
I mean, it is a board game.
Yeah, I guess. A cult board game. You know?
I mean, is it really a cult?
Yeah, and so they asked the Ouija board should they become serial killers, and the board allegedly replied with a yes. And Shashalin, Donald Shashalin, he believed Tucker called the spirit of Satan through the board at that night and became possessed. So,
or maybe Tucker just was already on that verge and just wanted an excuse, and it was there, and he got his friend involved too. And
yeah, that's why I mentioned that earlier about you know.
No, yeah. But I mean, I just find it weird that they would even like uphold the idea of maybe the devil did possess it. Like, no, I mean,
maybe he was trying to protect his friend.
From what?
From like a higher like a bigger sentence, saying, "Oh yeah, it was the devil."
Talking about?
I don't know. I mean, just trying to look at the other side, you know.
No, sure. Oh
jeez, that was my water. I mean, okay, so on December 20th, 2007, they received a police call from the Shashlin's house, saying that they found the 15-year-old Donald Shashlin and Joshua Tucker, 16. They were trying to leave on a white truck. A neighbor told the reporters from NBC when the police arrived that quote. This is quotes, okay? This is a quoted thing by the neighbor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being weird, fucking trying to say this. The screaming was like a machine, for lack of a better term. Something agonizing. Someone yelling, "Pigs must die. Death to all pigs." Things like that. So that was the neighbor telling the reporters around the same time that the police arrived.
Yeah, I don't think he was possessed. I think he just, let him, let his urges get a better of him. Because I thought if you got possessed by the devil, you'd be speaking Latin backwards and,
Like,
crawling
not
on
too
the
sure.
ceiling
Yeah.
with your head twisting around, vomiting on everyone.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, to me, I don't think Tucker was possessed, like you said,
No,
right?
I
Because
think
he told Donald that
that
he
he already
fantasized
wanted it.
that he fantasized
Yeah.
about raping and killing people. And I guess he bought the Ouija board as an excuse to actually, or try to get an excuse onto actually doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like I said earlier, they asked the spirit board to like, should they
If
become
they
serial
should become
killers?
killers,
Yeah. And apparently the board said yes.
The funny thing about those is that if someone just starts tugging their hand towards a direction, you can't. I mean, you could say, "Hey, you're just moving your hands," but they'll always say like, "No, no, bro, it's the ghost. The ghost is tugging this direction."
So yeah.
Yeah.
So when the police finally caught both Shashel and Tucker, they like had him in the custody and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The investigators like walked in by the front door, laid Donald Shoshelin's younger 11-year-old sister Elizabeth Shoshelin, which they had slit her throat. So, that's while she was talking on the phone. They slit her. My bad. She was like distracted. She didn't even fucking like see them coming. Right?
Yeah, she wasn't aware of their presence or anything.
They just came up behind her and slit her throat.
Jesus.
So, and this is like his sister, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
The dude just let him do it. I'm pretty sure it was Tucker that did this.
Does it say anywhere if like any of them confessed to it or anything?
Oh yeah, it says, my bad. So Tucker had taken the kitchen knife and sliced the teen's throat while she was talking on the phone. So I guess what was his name? Donald Shoshelin?
Yeah.
Just let him do it?
It looks like it.
So I mean, I guess. So okay. So there was two victims of this, right? It was the sister,
the mom and the sister.
Yeah, and then the mom, which the police found her second. She was her name was Lori Schalchlin. Sorry, I don't know how to say the name, so I'm just saying it like a little different every time, right?
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, a little joke. Lying motionless in the back bedroom. And according to the Seattle Times, Lori walked in on them while they were trying to clean up the murder of the daughter, the sister, the Elizabeth Shoshlin. And then Tucker began chasing the mom, stabbed her several times, and then that's when the knife broke. So like she was there alive with a bunch of stab wounds, and the knife just broke. And then her son, Donald Shoshlin, handed Tucker a dumbbell and a meat cleaver to finish her off. And
Jesus.
Yeah, and I don't know what they did to that with that. And she was still alive when the police came. So
did she survive or was it too late?
No, while she was en route to the hospital, she died. So
God damn.
I don't even know what they did with like a dumbbell or something like.
Well, I mean, the only thing you could really do with a dumbbell.
But she was still alive though. Like, I would assume, like, I'm not trying to, I guess, condone, right? Or like smash her head in with the dumbbell.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's probably the only thing they could really do to try to finish her off.
But like, she was still alive, so I don't think they did that. You know?
I mean, they're not gonna know. They're fucking idiot children. And what the hell, dude? The son literally had a dumbbell in his hands, and the other guy had no weapon because his knife broke. He could have knocked him out then and there and saved.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he could have saved, but he could have fucking. What do they call it in high school? A carpet or whatever.
What do you mean?
Someone who gets walked all over and doesn't do anything.
I don't know.
I forget.
A pussy little bitch, I guess.
Yeah, he was a pussy little bitch, dude. How do you let your fucking
friend kill your sister and mom, bro?
And mom,
especially a mom, bro. Like,
that's like he's a teenager, so obviously his emotions aren't like all there. I get
Yeah.
I don't even get the sister thing, but like I guess you could say like, oh, puberty made him mad at his sister or whatever.
I
But
guess, yeah.
his mom, who it was his birthday, he even just went to go get her a gift.
No, it was
extremely.
Christmas.
Oh, it was Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not like it matters much, right?
Yeah. It
So
doesn't make a difference.
so they Donald Shoshlin claims of demonic possession, which was cited in official court documents, right?
Hmm.
But they were never these were never presented to the jury. And Tucker, what's his name? Fuck, my bad. That's my water bottle. I just drank some water. So Tucker, what was his first name? Joshua Tucker. Yeah, Joshua
Yeah.
Tucker pleaded guilty to the murders, and was ordered to spend the next 40 years behind bars.
40 years.
Yeah.
That's life sentence. He killed 2 people, and one was a young girl. What the fuck? I guess it's because he wasn't he couldn't be
he's
tried as an adult.
15, yeah. So Shoshlin, Donald, is it not? Yeah, Donald Shoshlin. The prosecutors determined that he had been an accomplice, right? Which he was, obviously, but
Yeah.
he didn't commit the murders himself.
He fucking ate it though.
Yeah, exactly. So he was offered a plea deal in exchange for a guilty plea. He was ordered to only 9.5 years. But the rest of his family members said, "Nah, that's fucking bullshit." You know,
Yeah.
they were saying like, "Nah." So I mean, this was in 2007. So I mean, if it was 9.5 years, is he out now? I'm pretty yeah, he's out now.
Yeah,
right?
he's absolutely out. Yeah.
He would be out now, which I didn't really find anything else claiming that he's out now or not. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's out or not, and that's like where I ended That's where I ended
The
it.
research.
You know? Yeah, the research. Yeah. So I mean, I could go into like the. Oh, that's okay. My bad. I know why I was so confused on my when I started this story, because I'm using Word, and you know how Word does the second page to your right.
Yeah.
I scrolled down to the second case I was gonna do. And I was like so confused. I was like, "Oh, okay, my bad." Yeah. So okay, let me get on. So I mean, that one's kind of fucked, you know. But
Yeah.
let me get on to the second one. Unless you have any thoughts about this first one, which I'm sure you already said.
Yeah, Bailey said them all. I mean, I would try them as adults. I don't even see a reason to try them as kids. But
Well, I mean,
it's the time. I guess it was the time.
I guess.
Because I feel like nowadays more kids are being treated as adults in court cases and everything.
I haven't really seen much about that, so I can't say much, you know.
Yeah.
But
I get you.
I mean, I agree and kind of disagree. Like I agree that they should get a sentence, right? But I'm sure we said this in an earlier episode. Like their brains aren't fully developed, so they can't. I guess, can't be tried as an actual adult.
But I mean, when you willingly admit that you want to rape someone,
yeah,
and you have it's a violent fantasy, and then you act it out, there's your motive, and then there's your what's it, your habeas corpus, and the other one I don't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, but I agree, because that was Tucker that said that, right? Because he obviously needs like mental help or something, or like he's already like mentally disturbed anyways.
Yeah.
So, but like to me, like my question about this case is why would the son let any of that happen?
His name isn't Schlotsky. I can't remember.
Shoshlin. Donald Shoshlin. It's SCHALCHI or my bad, CHLIN.
Yeah.
Shoshlin. I thought, you know. I just don't understand why he would let his.
I don't either.
Do it.
You think it was just the Ouija board and he got him all spooked on it?
I guess I don't. Maybe because he thought that the devil possessed him. Maybe he was scared that the devil would also like kill him, or whatever.
I mean, that's the only thing I could really think of.
Maybe, but even then, I would at least like try to protect my like family.
It doesn't really make sense to me, because if the Bible and the church and movies that taught me anything is you get on your knees and you do Our Heavenly Father who art in heaven, and then boom, you're cured.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's get on to the second case.
All right.
I did 3 cases on this because I didn't want to just do 2 or
One,
or 2 because I think 2 would be a little too short.
All right.
So this is Carol Sue Elvaker. And her relatives had said that there was like no history of mental illness or like odd behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
So the police investigated her for stabbing her son-in-law to death. There were no signs of alcohol or drug use or even a domestic problem at the house,
Yeah.
But instead, she said that the Ouija board drove her to fatally stab her son-in-law. It was his name was Brian Roach, and he's 34. He was 34 years old, and she had said that the Ouija board had drove him to stab him. And
was he visiting or?
Well, son-in-law. I assume she was, or they were either visiting like him and his wife,
or maybe she
was visiting them
with them.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, then quoted by the mayor of the town. Okay, that's where I fucked up. Okay, I said it was the other case was in Oklahoma City, which wasn't. This case was in Oklahoma City. Because I scrolled down instead of looking to the right.
Yeah.
So this one was in Oklahoma City. I'm sorry. And the mayor said something like this. It's unbelievable. I guess it's everywhere. That's what he said. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's
quote.
really.
It's weird a quote. Yeah, it's a quote.
It's something like this.
It's something like this. It's unbelievable. I guess it's everywhere.
I guess it's everywhere.
I
guess
know.
He's saying like the times are uncertain, or
I don't know.
It's
a weird quote.
It's not a reassuring thing, that's for sure.
Oh jeez. Yeah. So the police, she was charged with first-degree murder on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
She was 53. So I mean, police found Roach dead at his home on Sunday, with one stab wound to his chest. So
So where are you gonna get into where the Ouija board?
Yeah. This is just like the court documents. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They at first they viewed this as like a domestic violence,
Okay, that makes sense. That's where you'd want to start off. You wouldn't want to start off with the devil possessed this woman to kill her stepson.
Yeah. So Burns, which is I think assistant district attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Burns, assistant district attorney. Said Elvaker, which is the mom or the old lady, whatever.
That's her name?
Well, her name is Carol Sue Elvaker. I said it earlier.
Okay, right.
Carol Sue, normal white girl name. Yeah. Her daughter Tammy Sue Roach, and then and Tammy's Roach's 2 daughters, ages 15 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Elvaker, her daughter, which is her like wife, the guy's wife.
Yeah.
And the 2 daughters of the wife.
Tammy and Roach.
Tammy Roach's 2 daughters, which is also Brian Roach's daughters.
Okay.
Were playing with the Ouija board while the dad slept, Brian Roach.
Oh, okay.
And then Elvaker attacked Brian while he was asleep. So all 4 of these were playing with the Ouija board, right?
Yeah.
And this is a quote by, I guess, the assistant district attorney, saying this is basically the grandmother saying that Brian Roach needed to die. So,
I mean, I don't think she said it. I think she did it. I mean, not to be the little asshole guy here, but.
So okay.
Yeah.
So, the grandma was also Tammy Sue. Is that her name again? What was her name again, bro? Carol Sue. My bad. Tammy Sue was the mom.
I was about to say that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. The district attorney also thought that she was trying to kill the 10-year-old daughter.
Was there evidence for this, or?
Well,
I assume there was if the lawyer was trying to get her on.
Yeah. So she, quote by the district attorney, assistant district attorney, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
She thought that the 10-year-old was evil and thought the father was evil. So she was gonna keep the mom and the 15-year-old alive. I guess,
Yeah.
Elviker drove drove the Ford toward what? Okay, she drove on Interstate 44. She eventually crashed the car into a road, and then on the what? My bad. I'm
an
fucking
attempt to escape, or
yeah.
what's
In
up?
into a road sign in an attempt to kill all of them. So I guess she was trying to kill
She was
herself.
trying to kill. Yeah, she was trying. I guess she was trying to kill the ones she also didn't want to kill. But
I guess I'm assuming the 10-year-old was in the car as well because they killed the dad in the house.
oh, I get it. So did she take the 15-year-old and the
Oh,
daughter with her then?
yeah. Hold on, I skipped a fucking a sentence. My bad. Tammy
Okay.
Roach, 34, which is the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the mom took the
Harrelson's
knife.
grandma.
Took the knife from Elviker and hid it in the house. She then left the house with Elviker and the 2 children. Koch said, which is who the fuck is Koch?
Probably the district attorney.
No, Kim Koch, spokeswoman for Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation.
Okay.
It was for like a couple sentences down. So Elviker, which is the grandma, drove, I guess, towards Tulsa on Interstate 44, which she crashed.
Did you mean to say Tulsa?
Yeah, Tulsa.
Okay.
It
You said
crashed.
like Tulsa.
It's the same shit, bro. Just I guess different pronunciation. She eventually, crashed the road, killed everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So Elviker broke both her ankles in the wreck, and the others were injured slightly. After getting out of the car, Elviker tried to unsuccessfully push the 15-year-old into traffic. Authorities said.
With 2 broken ankles,
Yeah.
that would have been pretty funny to watch.
So okay, so
Well,
despite
I mean, she doesn't deserve my pity, bro. She just killed someone.
No,
Tried to kill a kid.
I'm not like laughing at that, Or I kind of am, kind of not. So here, I'll get into it. Despite her injuries, Elviker ran from the scene, shed all her clothes, jumped over the highway median barrier, and ran into the woods, headed north.
What the fuck? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe she was possessed,
Yeah,
dude.
they-
I
they-
don't like it.
Maybe. Police said they found her in the woods, or like hiding in the woods.
Running with broken ankles. How have you ever broken your ankle?
No, I've only like
I've
fucking
twisted
yeah.
it.
And twisting it the first time was like painful as shit.
Yeah,
After
but
that, it isn't as painful, but still.
I mean, yeah, like I remember I twist it, like, but if you don't twist it for a while, it gets really bad again.
Yeah.
But broken ankle. She ran with broken ankles. Is that? Well, it's obviously possible, but
Because she did it.
you think she was so hopped up on adrenaline, or
Maybe. I don't know.
because she jumped over the median on a highway? I don't know how wide the highways are in Oklahoma, but a safe bet is 3 lanes, 3 to 4 lanes.
I mean, we went to Oklahoma. It was just like the highway was like a couple.
We weren't really on the highway. We
No.
were more on the freeway.
Oklahoma first like 4 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First,
You guys want to go
4
back?
episodes.
Yeah.
There's the
Bigfoot, Skinwalker, UFOs, and then I guess going back,
Yeah.
which is 4. Going back over to our house, which is 4.
Damn,
But,
that was a while ago.
Yeah. So do you want to keep going, or you want me to keep going?
I was just going on saying,
It was like it'd be really hard to run with broken
it
ankles.
would be fucking intensely hard. The only thing I could think of is adrenaline. But how did her?
Or possessed by the devil or a demon.
Why didn't she just start flying, bro? She has the power of Satan on her side, dude. Like an instant transmission to the woods or something.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Taking off her clothes, it seems more like some sort of like fucking psychotic break.
Well, like I said earlier, her relative says she has no history of mental illness.
Wait,
or
no.
behavior.
She couldn't have been possessed by the devil if she saw the 10-year-old, right? If I'm correct, and the 10-year-old and the father, she saw them as evil.
But she was trying to kill the 15-year-old by pushing her into the road.
Okay, no. So it was the 15-year-old she was trying to.
No. She thought the 10-year-old was evil and the father, but she tried to killing the 15-year-old with the traffic.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Ah, that's so weird.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right? That's why I wanted
Yeah.
to. That's like intrigued me to this case, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot more of these cases with like Ouija boards, which will maybe eventually we'll do an episode 2. I know we say that about a couple episodes.
Part two.
But
Okay, can I just say something about the Saturn one? I feel like it'd be better if I did a like YouTube video on it.
I mean, you go ahead. That's fine.
We'll see. I mean, like a fucking Expo type.
A deep dive
video.
into it.
Yeah, because you need visual aids for that fucking insanity.
Okay, well let me get onto this. You know,
Yeah.
So because we still got one more case after this, which isn't too long, but still.
I still think she was just insane. I don't think no devil possession here.
I don't know because the relative said she had no history of mental illness and odd behavior. So
that's extremely common.
I don't know, bro.
You know how easy it is to hide that?
To become mentally disturbed, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
just yesterday. Okay, I just want to bring this up real quick to this preview. Just yesterday, I was listening to a podcast about an insane woman who had below average IQ. She was just on the line for like functional, and she had managed to go her entire life living normally and no one suspecting that she was insane until she killed a woman, ripped the baby out from her fucking stomach, and like said, "I had the baby." That's when people were like, "Hold up, where's the normal baby stuff? You know, why aren't you in pain? Where's the placenta and all that?" People were questioning. They're like, did you just because what she did was she told her family she was giving birth, she was having contractions, and then she kicked them all out of her apartment, and like the next day she's like, "Here's my baby," and people were like, "Who helped you give birth? Where's the placenta? This is too much blood, etc., etc."
Okay. Okay, let me just keep going with this. I'm not too.
She was like 30, by the way. She lived like 30 years without anyone suspecting.
Okay, well, she they arrested the mom and being compliant, or she was being compliant, and they arrested the mom, Tammy Roach.
Okay.
And they tried her for accessory to murder. So
and
then
not murder, just accessory to murder.
Because the grandma killed the guy. Because they only.
Oh right. We're talking about the mom here, not Carol Sue. We're talking about the mom,
Tammy Sue.
Tammy Sue.
Yeah. So Burns, which is the spokeswoman for Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, said Brian Roach begged for his life, or begged for help, and was allowed to bleed to death. Tammy Roach also hid the knife, supplied the getaway vehicle, and didn't try to get away from Elviker when she had the chance.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
I would hate that. Would be for me personally the worst way to die. Your loved one kills you.
Yeah.
I'd be so bummed in possible afterlife.
Like I said, she was accessory to murder, supplied the getaway vehicle and stuff. It's amazing. Okay, this is a quote by the assistant district attorney, and said, "It's amazing how the grandmother was able to let the Ouija board consume her and her life, and how she was able to brainwash her daughter and the granddaughters." So,
that is weird.
Yeah,
not really a normal thing.
Okay, so Brian Roach, the dad, he actually successfully ran for mayor of Minso in 1986 when he was 19. He won by 8 votes, and he unsuccessfully crusaded for more police officers during his first year as mayor. And he finished his public office career in 1991 as a city councilman. So the dude was like, was a council person,
community figure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, still like weird because I mean they all 4 were playing with the Ouija board. Still, so I mean it still could kind of be that the grandma didn't. If it was an actual possession, it could still be that the grandma didn't actually possess them, right, or like convince them, but more like that the devil possessed them, right?
2 of them.
4. Well, yeah, I guess 2 of them. The mom.
Yeah, because the kids seem to be not in it at all. Well, like at the activities of the grandmother and the
and I mean it's just really weird. I don't know what else
you're
to
right.
make.
It is really strange. Like there's not really a sort of like reasoning. There doesn't seem to be a reasoning to us, but
yeah,
maybe there was.
Okay, well, I mean, fucking grandma went Super Saiyan, kind of. When she ran, bro. When she ran from
adrenaline
Yeah.
does that to you.
So, I mean, do you have any thoughts about this case, or should I hit on to the last case that I have?
But until I see someone flying or like their skin being cut into like shapes that they couldn't possibly do, I'm not calling it devil possession.
Okay, well, I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, I mean, it's just weird, with these cases with the Ouija board.
I
But
mean,
maybe
what killer isn't weird though?
I mean, yeah. Maybe it's just that them were like they were already like there. Maybe she hated the husband for marrying her daughter, and just wanted to kill him.
That's a really common stepmother thing.
Yeah. Stepmother, mother-in-law,
mother-in-law.
Yeah. So, this is a third case, which happened in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
February 29th. Doesn't really say the year, but I mean, let's get to it. So, a teenager was charged of stabbing his 14-year-old friend, and he told the police that the Ouija board made him do it. So the friend that stabbed him was 15-year-old. They don't say their names, I guess, to protect them.
Yeah, because they're minors.
Yeah, minors. I hardly know her. He was charged with attempted murder after stabbing his friend with a 4-inch knife.
A 4-inch knife?
Yeah, Zorro versus Mihawk type beating thing,
Oh,
so.
Shut up. I was about to say, yeah, that's a small blade, but I mean, you don't need a big blade to hurt anyone.
You don't need a fucking blade to hurt anyone, bro.
I mean, true.
Yeah.
True.
So he pulled a weapon on his friend in a wooded area behind a high school in Wilslaco, a small town along the U.S.-Mexican border, the southern tip of Texas. So like these dudes were like out in the woods or something, and he just like, hey, bro, let me just let me just. It's fine. So. His friend, the 14-year-old, was treated in intensive care for 3 days with a severe cut to his intestine.
Hey, the police said, "Let's go."
Yeah, I think.
No, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
If he got intensive care.
So I mean, he added that his friend that stabbed him had no history of mental problems or criminal behavior, as well. I think this is the guy that got stabbed, or maybe the police. Doesn't really say because this article was the article I read up on this was kind of short.
Yeah.
And the quote from either the police or the guy that got stabbed, saying, "I'm not making an excuse for the kid, but I think sometimes it's harder for them to separate reality from fiction." He said, "This is kind of bizarre."
That sounds more like a police officer than the guy who got stabbed.
So after he stabbed his friend, he took him to a auto repair shop and told the owner to call an ambulance. So, I mean, they stabbed him and they just took him to a closest building with people in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, or he was saying, like, "Oh, please say that you fell onto this knife instead of me actually stabbing you."
Oh my god! When would that ever work?
I don't know. So yeah, there was actually a third boy with them, which I think he was just like there, chilling with them, I guess, and he just saw them. The other guy stabbed the other guy, and
Really?
Yeah, he was just there. So I mean, it's weird because, like, I mean, they were playing with a Ouija board, right? And Rodriguez, which who the fuck is Rodriguez? They didn't really say in the.
So I think that's the third kid, probably.
Maybe, yeah. Or the police said, called this case a little eerie. Yeah. And believed the boy used the Ouija board to rationalize his attack on the other guy.
Yeah, that's a good cop right there.
Yeah. And then quote from him again. There are 2 quotes from him. He actually believed that the Ouija board advised him that his friend was the cause of his problems. Rodriguez said, that's kind of the incredible part.
Oh, did the cop say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the cop said he used the Ouija board to rationalize it.
Yeah. And, like I said, that like, because the 15-year-old, the guy that stabbed the other guy, he was in his head, he knew that he did something bad, right? Because he told him, like, hey, so, like I said, it's kind of weird because, like, the kid was, I guess, the word would be lucid, right?
Yeah.
enough to
Aware?
yeah,
Yeah.
aware to be to tell the friend like, hey, please don't rat me out. Say you fell on the knife, and take him to like to like the nearest building to call for help, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the dude was like, I guess he got unpossessed. I don't know.
Or maybe he just, went crazy for a split second.
Yeah.
Used the Ouija board after the fact to be like, oh yeah, it made me do it, and realized that he was gonna get caught because
Yeah. So I don't know. That's it for the last
that
case
was
that
your
I have.
final case.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I wanted to do a mix of like paranormal and
And true crime.
yeah. After
Yeah.
watching my bad. After listening to the true
The
crime
video.
the video of the Ouija board,
Yeah.
and it just inspired me to, I guess, research it. Research this a bit more. But I mean, like all these cases are weird because I mean, everyone in these cases say like they had no problems with mental health, nothing,
Mm-hmm.
or besides the first one, but not really playing because I mean, he said.
Well, I
he-
mean
that-
that just. I mean, he said that to his friend, didn't he?
Yeah, that he wanted to.
Yeah.
He had he wanted to rape and kill people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was obvious he was already like mentally disturbed, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. But no one might have known because he kept it closed. As far as we can tell.
Yeah, as far as we can tell.
No.
But like the other two, they said like, oh, they had like no other history of mental illnesses or like being weird,
Yeah, yeah. But again, I mean, like, when people have like some sort of, break of any sort, it doesn't really tend to like freaking be apparent to them that this is what's happening. It just kind of happened.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if they did get possessed by like a demon or something or the devil, I mean, not like they could actually use that as a cop out because the police won't believe it anyways, right?
Yeah.
But
Also, like, if you got possessed by the devil, I would assume you're like fucking, or God's here and can solo a police county, so
so
why
police
why
force,
stop?
bro. Interdimensional, whatever they use for power scaling. Anyways,
Fucking
guys,
talking about that, Michael Myers.
I have not watched it.
I know.
movie?
The new, yeah.
Don't spoil
Halloween
anything
Kills.
because
I'm
you're
not
very
real, but
notorious for spoiling.
yeah, no. That's just the way I see it.
But I mean,
I don't think any of them had any actual paranormal encounters. I think they just have something that let them do something maybe they've always wanted to do.
They used it as a cop out to do what they wanted to do.
Like the officer said in the last case, they used the Ouija board to rationalize their own
crimes. But I mean,
I don't know what word, malicious thinking, I guess. I'm not too sure how to word that.
Yeah. So unless you have anything else, I'm gonna end the episode right here.
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
And yeah. So I mean,
check out the YouTube, TikTok.
New episodes for horror readings if you want. Tuesday and Thursday. Remember, month of October, we're trying to upload it. We're trying to upload
video
every day,
every day,
which we have successful done up until
So far.
maybe this Friday. Hopefully, we can think of more ideas past Friday because I think we have like all set up until Friday, which is what is it, the 22nd?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hopefully, we could keep up till then.
I think we'd be able to.
Yeah. So, anyways, you guys, have a wonderful day, and thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.